going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and now it's time to get ready for another Group 4 race on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like this is going to be able to get ready for the next FF Group 4 car. So, looks like Audi TT Cup 2016 is done now. Looks like it's time to get ready to race on the Peugeot RCC Group 4. So, this is going to be able to do perfectly to be able to get better. So, looks like this build might need to do a lot more better chance that this build might be able to keep up. So it'll be able to work fast and work quick, and this is going to be able to do a better challenge that this will be able to take. So good thing that this build might be able to take an 8-minute practice time until this build might get started for one good Group 4 race. So in case if you've already seen the first part of the Group 4 race at the Nürburgring Grand Prix, that was so close to be able to reach up onto the top position that this will be able to do a lot better. So maybe this will might be able to keep up. So this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might drive perfectly to be able to drive fast and quick to be able to go as possible. So just going to have everything to be needs to be worked and adjust, and now let's go and get ready to get started. So this will be able to do perfectly better, that this will also to take plenty much more understeer turns will be able to take. So it's going to be very stronger and very quick, and this is going to be able to take a little bit much possible ways that this will might beat the lap time that this will might goes well. So I hope that this is going to be able to do excellent work, that this will might be able to do a lot more speed to be able to increase. So this is going to be able to do perfectly, that this will might be able to take. So be sure that the braking point is important whenever you're going to be able to take that handling, that this is going to be able to come to effect, that this will might come very well. So I hope that this is going to be able to take very much good, excellent, clean race, that this will might go there. So this will be able to do perfectly to take. But this is going to be very challenging and very usual, that this is going to be able to take a lot more excellent handling, that this will might be able to stay on track. But this will might work very perfectly if this will be able to do perfectly to choose a different Group 4 car for this video segment, that this will be able to do a lot better, that this is going to be concentrated, that this will have to do much focus, that this will get better to be able to work improve. So looks like this is going to be able to continue on to beat the lap time, that this will might goes better to be able to take the little chance we might get there. So it gets pretty challenging and very tougher, and this is going to be able to take plenty much more inside turns, will also to get everything to be able to stay on track, that this will might go steady. But it gets a little bit harder, that this will might be able to deal with some few tough consecutive turns, will might be able to get in to be able to master all the skills, that this will be able to do much better to be able to take. So everything is going to be able to do a lot more. Contingency is definitely excellent, important, that this will be able to work hard to reach up onto any top position whenever you go to. But this will also to raise position, that this will might be able to do a lot better. So looks like this is going to be able to take a lot more handling, that this will be able to stay on track, and then this is going to be able to do the right direction, will be able to do perfectly to avoid the penalty, will be able to get everything well settled. Okay, looks like this is going to be able to take the 10-second time check until this will might make it into 9. Okay, looks like this is going to be very closer, and now here we go. This is going to be able to do another fast lap time, that this will might be able to get there. Okay, let's just going to be sure this is going to be tough brace, and then just going to make one good effect handling to be able to take the advantage, is going to be able to go possible, that this will might stay on it. Good thing that this is going to be able to take a lot more usual practice, that this will might be able to go for a new lap time, will might be able to go faster to take. But it's very advanced, so it will be able to do perfectly, that this will be able to choose perfectly for a Group 4 car, will might be able to work stronger and better. Okay, just going to be able to make sure, almost reaching up for a 1-second gap. There you go. This is going to be very good. Now this is going to be very good to be able to keep up, to be able to work faster, but this is going to be very excellent to take. Okay, That should be good. Now, just going to be able to have the reach up for only 2-second gap behind. That will be giving a lot more better, that this will be easier to take. Okay, looks like staying on 1.5 second gap is definitely might be continuous to be able to get a little contested. We'll be able to stay on it. This will might be able to take plenty much more inside turns to take, plenty much more throttle that this will be able to have to keep going on, and then this is going to be able to do a little bit much longer to get there. Okay, approaching in onto that double cone, and now this is going to be giving one good wide open section on the chicane. Is going to be very quickly and closer to get better. So it will be able to do much perfectly to be able to get there. So this will be able to have 3-lap practice, that this will might be ready to join in session until this will be prepared. Alright, looks like 2 minutes and 8 seconds. That should do the trick, and now this is going to be able to take another difficult practice. We might get ready. Okay. This is going to get very closer edge, and now this will be able to take. But it is going to be very much tougher to be able to stay on track, that this will be able to do a low maintain. But it's going to be able to do much more understeer turns on tough corner turns. Is definitely might be able to get there. But it gets very hard to be able to get, so maybe this is going to be able to do a little bit much harder challenge, that we should probably be able to be prepared for one top excellent Group 4 race to be able to stay on clean. But this will be able to do much understeer turns that this will be able to get. But it gets very challenging and gets very tougher that this will be able to take. Now, looks like it's just going to keep in track, and then this is going to be the hard part, that this is definitely might be happens the last time. So, just going to be able to be very careful, but this is going to be a very hard race to be able to get. Okay, looks like Ghost Driver is now definitely might be keep going, and now looks like it's just going to go up ahead to be able to take one good step, to be able to might be able to give it one good clear pass. So it gets very closer to be able to get better. Okay, looks like this is going to get very much longer to take, so this is going to be able to do it. Almost there. This is going to be able to take plenty much more speed, and then this is going to get very much closer to be able to take. Okay, looks like there you go. Alright. Pretty lucky Ghost, and now this is going to get pretty tougher, that this will might be able to stay strong, and then this is going to be able to do a little bit better, that this will might give a good straight up ahead. Alright, looks like better lap and same time, and then this is going to be able to do a little bit much harder to keep up. Alright, 30-second warm-up, that this will be able to do a lot more better to be able to keep in track of the time until this will might join in session of the race. So it will be able to do a lot more better, that this will be able to stay on the inside of the track to avoid getting much full contact from the rear. It definitely might be giving a little bit problem, that this will be able to be very careful not to hit each other, because decreased SR might come to occur. So it'll be able to have to keep it very wisely to be able to do a lot better. Okay, looks like Matt is preparing to go, so this will be able to wait to get ready to get started. This is going to be able to do another excellent Group 4 race, so this will might give a very different chance that this will might go better. So let's get ready to join in session, and then this will be able to take a good look to see. So that will be very well even better, that this will might go in. Okay, 4 Audi TT Cups, 4 Peugeot RCC, and it looks like 2 Renault Sport Megane Group 4. Well, kind of say that there's only 5 Audi TT Cups, so just going to be able to check the vehicles titled in, that this will be able to get better. So, looks like this is going to be able to have a very good race, that this will be able to get started. So, I hope that this is going to be able to take the 3-lap practice, or maybe 3-lap race, that this will be means that this is going to be able to get ready. So I hope that this is going to be giving a better chance that this will might be able to stay on top of the position, so it will be able to do a lot better. So looks like let's wait for everyone to get ready to go. And now this is going to be a very good FF Challenge Group 4 race. Will might be able to be prepared. So it will be able to do much better. That this will be able to keep on track of the SR is important. And also the driver rating as well. That this is going to be able to do possibility that this will might be able to take the handling. Will might get into it. So let's go and get started. And then this will might take the warm-up will begin. So it will be able to take a strong inside turn. Do the understeer will might go in. Okay, this is going to be able to do a little bit coming out on the pits, and then this is going to be able to take plenty much more inside turns to take, but it gets very harder to take. Will might be able to keep it hold to be able to re-throttle again, but this is going to be very much longer to take. But it gets very hard turn to be able to get everything well focused, and then this is going to be able to do much possible that this will might be able to do a little handling effect, that this will might stay on track, that this will might give it for a little bit much longer to be able to hold on until whenever you're reaching up at the top position. So it will might needs to do a little bit smooth race will might go in. Alright. Looks like this race is about to begin shortly, so this will be able to take another 3-lap race, so let's have a good clean race. Will might get better. Alright, looks like this is going to be able to get started. This will be able to do another Group 4 race, and now 3 FF Group 4 cars will be able to do perfectly to be able to get started. So I hope that this is going to be very excellent, that this is going to be able to take the tough challenge. Will might go in. So here we go. Let this be a better race. Will might go faster to do it, and this will keep up. Now this is going to be able to do a lot better, that this will might be able to take a lot more slipstream, and then this is going to be able to keep holding on to it. Of course, better watch out for the bumps. That will might give a little bit hard problem, that this is going to be able to take a little hard collision, that this will be very much careful. Okay, thought this is going to be a friendly clean race going on, so looks like this is going to get very bumping around on each other, because this is going to get very hard to be able to be very careful. Okay. Gonna have to take that turn. Is gonna be able to do a little bit much stay in focus to be able to keep it much hold. And then braking point is definitely might need to take a little communication while taking a corner turn. Will might go in. Okay, just gonna give a good track, and then there it goes again. This is definitely unfair. They didn't forget about the braking point communication that this is gonna be able to take. Well, looks like that was deja vu all over again. Looks like this is definitely might needs to be very careful, because that may end up on last place. Okay, let's just gonna be able to catch up again. So looks like this is definitely totally unfair, but this is gonna be able to do much more better race. Will might keep it going. But this is definitely how it happens, that this will might exit out, that this will cause of the driver rating decrease, that this will be demoted. Okay, just gonna keep it going, and then this is gonna get very harder, that this will might be able to stay careful. That could be total unfair sportsmanship rating going on, that this is going to be able to do a lot harder to get. Alright, so looks like second lap is going to be able to go in, and now this is going to get a little bit much worse to be able to keep going, but they just definitely might be able to try to keep up, because this is definitely might be able to do a little bit better, that this is going to be able to take. Okay, just gonna have to take plenty much more understeer turns. Wheel might need to be able to recover and regain its own skills of racing that this is going to be able to stay on it. But luckily that this is going to be able to take a little bit much harder that this wheel might be able to stay on it. Okay, looks like they're about to be able to proceed onto the penalty line due to a mistake in effect that this is going to be able to come out for having one good effect that this wheel might need to stay on it. Okay, they're in. Now this wheel might take a little bit overtake chance that this wheel might go in, that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Okay, just gonna get that inside turn wheel might get. Okay, just gonna keep it going, and now this wheel might be able to stay on it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna get very too tough on it. They just definitely don't know how to do a little breaking point communication while taking a little bit harder to get. So just giving a little bit reminder tip, because this is gonna be a very tough race that we just definitely might be able to have a good clean race. Wheel might stay on it. Okay, looks like, oh snap. I can't believe it that it did it again. Well, looks like that was totally unfair, and that was too much, and that was unfortunately that this is not fair, that this is definitely might be able to do a little bit much better, that this will be able to take a very good Group 4 race. Wheel might do a little bit better to do it. Can I say that I thought this is definitely a very good competition race. Wheel might go in, and well, at least that this is going to be coming out for one cost of a decreased driver rating, so won't exit out, because this is going to be able to do a lot more earnings that this wheel might need to get. Okay, looks like I'll have to take the 10th place that this may comes out, and then looks like 9th place is definitely might be going in to do it. So this is how it happens, that mostly other players just exit out, that they just really want to have a good clean race that this is going to be able to keep it on for. Okay, let's just gonna be able to stay on it, and then this is gonna be able to do a lot more better takes that this wheel might be able to stay on it. Okay, looks like just gonna be able to take one good turn, and now maybe this is gonna get very uncircumstances that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Well, looks like this is going to be able to go back onto driver rating C, and this will might be able to go again. But thanks for nothing, and this is definitely might be able to have to take a lot more better segments that this will be able to take. But it will might be able to do a lot more better to be able to give it one good racing communication. Will might get better. So do the best behavior and do the best race you can. So looks like this is going to be very tougher that this will might be able to get. Alright, looks like this is going to be very good race, well done, and then this is going to be very much better that this will be able to stay on it. So, well, gonna have to keep trying, and then this is going to be able to do a lot better that this will be able to take. But it needs to do a lot more hard work. We'll be able to get. So maybe this will might be able to have 2 racing for this segment, and then this will be able to do a lot better that this will be able to take. So can I say that this is definitely an unfair race, that this is going to be able to be very careful not to hit each other. Well, can I say that this is going to be able to do a lot better. Okay, so looks like things could get a little bit better, so I hope that this is going to be able to give an easy start out on 4th place, so this is going to be doing a lot better. So this is going to be able to give it one good basic step that this will might be able to go better. So I hope that this might be able to go again for a little hard moment that will drop out on any position. So just going to be able to make sure have a good clean Group 4 race. Racing at the Nürburgring Grand Prix is going to be very tougher to be able to go much faster as possible, but giving much better takes that this is going to be able to take a little bit much better to be able to have a very good race will might go in. So let's just going to make sure that this is going to be able to have to take a good clean race. Will might be able to go better. So just going to be able to go pit out and will might get started, and then let's just going to be prepared for one better chance to be able to have a second chance race. Will might be able to go in. But oh my gosh, this is going to get very harder. That might be able to be very careful not to hit on each other, because that was definitely not cool for having a little bit much better. That this is going to be able to take very caution not to hit on someone's race. That this is going to be able to do a lot better. Now, unfortunately, that this is going to be very tough, that this will might go better, so it gets a little intense that this is going to be able to go on for. Okay, here we go. Looks like a little warm-up complete, that this is going to be able to do a little bit better, so I hope that this is going to be able to stay on 4th place or higher, that this is going to be able to take. So let's just going to do the best race, and then let's do it. And this time, this will be able to have no bump hits allowed. That could be able to do a lot better, that this will might have a very good clean race, will might go better. So it'll be able to do it just fine whenever it gets very comfortable or not. So let's just gonna be able to have a very good race so we can get started for one good challenge. We might be prepared. Alright, here we go. This is going to be very good, that this will might stay on it. This could be a very hard goal, that this is going to be able to reach up in 1st place or better. That will be giving a lot more chance. Will raise up the driver rating, will might get better. So here we go. This is going to be giving a little bit better chances to do it. Now this is going to be very excellent, that this will might give a best motivation. Will might be able to get anything that excites. Okay, just going to make sure that this is going to be very much handling effect, that this will might stay on track, and then this is going to be a lot better. So of course, looks like 3-second penalty that this will might be able to take, so that could be very hard, that this will might be very much careful not to do a little side contact penalty. So it gets a little bit harder, that this is going to be able to take. Okay, just going to have that hazard lights turn on, and then it's just going to keep going faster to be able to take. Okay, looks like that was a very hard hat to be able to do it. This is going to get very tougher, that this will might get back up onto the top position, that this will might get there. Well, take a good look at this mess, and this is definitely might be giving a one better clean race competition. Well, at least that they're just trying to do their best, because practice makes perfect. Always going to make sure this is going to be able to do a lot more better to take. Okay, looks like I'm just going to stay on 6th place. Just going to have to get myself back on to 4th place, but this is going to be able to take a little bit much time. For the last 3 laps, we might get there. But it gets a very much possible that this will be able to do a little bit much faster, that this will be able to avoid plenty much more collision effects, that this will might come in. But it gets very tougher for us, that we need to be able to have a very good clean race. We might go in and go better, that this is going to be able to take, because it gets a little bit hard time, that everybody is very excited to be able to have a good Group 4 race. We might go for the understeer, we might take it in. Okay, it's just gonna going in and then take that braking point. Just gonna be able to watch out from behind. That could be giving a little bit hard hits, that this one might get better to do it, to avoid. Now, looks like this is gonna be able to do a little bit much better. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be able to take. Okay, just stay on track, and then there you go. 4th place will might go in, and then gets a little bit harder to be able to avoid the decrease of the SR. It is going to be able to go a little bit harder to get. Okay, looks like this is going to get very tougher, and then very closer to get everything, needs to be able to get everything concentrated for it. So looks like finally made it in 2nd place, that this is going to be able to do a lot more better to take. Okay, just going to make sure that this is going to be a very good, well strategy, clean paced race will might go in. So this is going to be very excellent, that this will might be able to do a lot more better. Okay, 8-second gap ahead, and now this is going to be able to take plenty much better, that this will might have a very good smooth race will might go in. But sometimes that we just really don't like dirty races is definitely pretty difficult, that we must be very careful. Okay, looks like 0.5-second gap from behind is going to be very hard to get. So it's going to be able to do a little bit much possible, that this will might go better, and then this will might go as quickly as possible. Okay, now looks like this is going to be able to proceeding in onto the final lap. Just going to be able to keep it hold. Okay, just wants to make one good attempt to pass, will might go in. But this is going to be able to get better, that this will might be able to press forward, and then this is going to be able to take a lot more speed, will get better. Okay, here we go. Braking point goes in, and now this is going to be able to do a little bit better. Of course, less bump really doesn't count, because this is definitely might be able to do a lot better. Okay, just keep it holding on, and then this is going to be very slightly difficult to be able to stay on it. This is going to be able to take a lot more pressure, we might get there. Alright, looks like getting there. Now this is going to be able to do a lot more better inside turns, will might go on the apex, and then this is going to be a perfect clean race, you guys. This will might have a very good perfect clean race, will might be able to take a lot more chance, will get better. So sometimes it gets very tougher, but it also might need to be able to have ourselves to control ourselves while we race, will might get better. Okay, just going to be able to stay on it. This is going to be able to take a strong slipstream, will might drop it up and go faster to get a little bit higher. Okay, just going to be able to stay on track, and then this is going to be able to get better. Okay, looks like just going to be able to try and keep up, and then this is going to be able to go faster. This is going to be able to take a little bit much more better chance, we might get there, folks. This is going to be able to take a little bit reason that this will might be able to take. Of course, just going to be able to take that chicane, will might go in, and then just going to find a perfect way to perform that last turn. This is going to be very likely to be able to do it, so it gets very tougher that this will might go in. Alright, there you go. Taking one race position, I made it in 3rd place, and now this is going to be, needs to do a lot more work, we might go faster, we might be able to take a good clean race, we might give a good chance. So just going to make sure that be a good contingency racer, we might takes a lot more clean turns whenever it gets a little bit better ways to go. So good thing that this is going to be take a lot more work, that this one might go better. So I hope that this is going to be very challenging, that this is going to be able to do a lot more hard work, will might get better. Alright, so looks like daily workout is already complete, and then this is going to be considered to be able to have a good driver rating increase, that this will might climb back to be able to get back on the grid. So just going to be able to make sure, because this is going to be able to take the top race, will might go better. Alright, looks like this is definitely all done, and now this is going to be very good to be able to take a good ways to go, and this is going to be able to take a lot more better race, will might be able to keep up. So good race, you guys. But we'll have to be able to take a good perfect race next time, that this will be able to do a lot better. But looks like I'm finally so close that I'm just finally made it onto the top position to be given a lot more better to get. Alright, so let's see which vehicle should I get for today's daily workout. I hope this is going to be able to have the usual wheel might go better to do it, and this time a super formula will be able to receive as well. Oh yes, perfect! Just what I just need to be able to get is the BMW C4 GT3. That would be very perfect for a nice gift card receipt, that this will might go better. So this will be added into the garage as well, and this is going to be very remarkable to be able to take a lot more race will might get better to do it. Alright, let's take a good look on the mileage exchange for today. So looks like this is going to be able to have a few other colors available. So looks like just going to go and buy the G7 Matte Metallic, and this is going to be able to have much usual colors we'll be able to take. So this is going to be able to do a lot better to keep in track of the mileage exchange for every week. So everything goes better and goes tougher. So just gonna be able to make sure whenever there's any tough race going on, for having a little difficulty, that things are not doing well, for having a good clean race. So maybe this is going to be able to do a little thing to be able to have a good contingency race. Will might be able to stay on it, because it gets very challenging and very tougher. So we just want to make sure that this will have a good clean race. Will might be able to go in. So I hope that we might be able to do the best we can, because it gets very tougher, that this will might need to go faster to do it. So try to be careful not to hit each other during the race in sport mode. That could be causing a decreased SR. Will might get a little bit lower. Will might be able to do a lot better, that this will might keep raising up the SR will go up. So that will might give a friendly tip that this will might be able to help out, that this will might goes better. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. I'll be see you guys next time for continuing on the daily race on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.